Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kezza and I want to start off this video by apologising for the lack of content being uploaded recently. I did have a video in the works for the Armed Dragon deck because with the release of Pile Armed Dragon there, I did think they had some potential, but even as good as this card is, the deck Armed Dragons is still a pile. So no, we won't be going ahead with that one. Absolutely useless. But we do have a winner box tomorrow and did play my Fabled Cyber Dragon deck on the Friday and I did fairly well. I believe I came second place going X01, so no losses and a draw. And against my better judgment, I'm going to be playing something else. So my two options for tomorrow are Blue Eyes White Dragon and DDD. Why those two decks, you ask? Well, good question, viewer. Number one, I hate myself. And number two, both decks got a lot of support in Battles of Chaos, and I really want to see what the decks can do on the tournament level here. I don't know which one to pick. Do you? Well, it's too late asking you. So what we're going to do is going to take it down to the old Millennium Puzzle dice. So we're going to roll the dice to pick our deck for tomorrow. Odds. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Fair. The odds are against the deck. Makes sense. And DDDs. A deck that is fably known for having an odd number of Ds in its deck name, on evens. So let's throw the dice into the air and let's see what our fate is. So there we have it, folks. We rolled a 6, evens, which means we're playing DDD. I'm DDD dead inside. So we rolled the dice, we landed on DDD, and kinda glad I did. Ended up coming second at the winner box tournament. I'm going to admit we did not play the finals. It was a bit late in the afternoon, so we just rolled the dice. Hey, funny that. We rolled the dice, and I ended up losing that dice roll. Some might say I lost the first dice roll by picking DDD, but who's laughing now? Huh. So, yeah, ended up coming second to based. No, not quite based. It's that 60 card 10-year pile. But yep, let's get straight into the deck profile. Now it's DDD. The deck has been mostly solved by the likes of Pack and Jacked Yu-Gi-Oh! Jacked Yu-Gi-Oh! Being a really great channel if you want to get really in depth on DDD and sort of his thought process. He doesn't also use, because even though he's American, he doesn't use the Rage Cerberus combo, which is something I can't do in the European area, territory. I don't know, maybe if Russia gets their way, we'll all be speaking Rusky at the end of the day. But nope, can't use Rage or Cerberus here. So instead, DDD, mostly based on Jack Yu-Gi-Oh's build. But let's get into it, eh? So I trimmed it down to 40 cards, and we're going to start off with 1, 2, 3 Savant Kepler, 1, 2, 3 Copernicus there. These are the cards that start all your combos. Kepler, obviously the best one, but Copernicus also really good as well. Sets up kind of the bigger combos as well, Copernicus, but they're better in the 3-card combos. Kepler sets off all the 2-card combos pretty much by himself there. Next best card in the deck, DD Griffin, does an amazing amount for the deck. Special summon it from your hand just for free. Special summon it by pendulum summon. You can pitch cards to draw 1 card. Special summon it from the graveyard, search for a DDD card. It does amazing stuff. So yeah, secret ability, give Fiends an extra 500 attack, pops it, pair it with Thomas, and you can be away laughing there. 1, 2, 3 Swirl Slime. Free fusion, free special summon from hand. Card's great. 1, 2 Orthros. So glad I played 2 Orthros because I played a lot of back row decks there. Let me split this up. So I ended up playing quite a few back row decks. There was like a Mine deck. There was a played against Eldritch as well in one of my rounds. And yeah, Eldritch with Floodgates as well. So Eldritch with Floodgates, there was a Mystic Mine deck, and then there was something else as well, which is really big on back rows, so I'm glad I played double Orthros there. So this is like the main regular package that you'll see, DDDs. And then we've got all of our one-offs there. We've got Savant Thomas, Thomas's boys, even though based on a real bloke who wasn't that nice in real life. Thomas Edison, bad bloke. One Necro Slime, all you need. DD Vice Typhon, and again similar to Necro Slime, but it gets you a bigger fusion. One Lamia, and one Ragnarok. Ragnarok, really good in my semi-final match, allowed me to just push the game under absolutely nothing. Been playing around Nibiru the entire turn, and then suddenly I was just like, nah, he doesn't have it. Full gas, slime out the Ragnarok, bring back our boy Siegfried here, and then yeah, we just went for it. So that's all the DDD monsters, and as you can guess, the rest of the monsters here are all going to be hand traps. 1, 2, 3, Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. I think it's quite possibly the best hand trap in the game at the moment. And that's purely because like the amount of adventure decks that are popping around at the moment. Really, really good card. Really, really good card. You can pop the Griffin, because Griffin needs to shuffle back into the deck to get the negate off. Or if you draw it early enough, pop the Fateful Adventure so that it's not sitting there and extending out. Ash Blossom's still good. This is New Zealand, the land of Rogue. A lot of real crap about. So yep, Ash Blossom still a very good card. And third hand trap, 3 Nibiru. Nibiru, not so good on its own, but when paired with any one of these hand traps, including Effect Veiler here, your Effect Veschlerin. Had those for a while. Very, very old, very German as well. But yeah, so Nibiru paired with any of these allows you to pretty much go freely there. But really impactful. Got some good hits on like Earth Machine at one point with that, so that was great. 2 Effect Veiler because I wanted to keep it at 40, and I was like, it's not that flash, but at the same time, it's also very good. And yeah, that's all of our monsters there. So what's the big 1, 2, 3, 9, 11 hand traps? Plenty more on the side deck there. Onto the spells and traps now. Very light on each, because this is a combo deck. You need your monsters to do most of the heavy lifting. 1, 2, 3, Dark Contract for gate. Rota for the deck. Pretty much just searching each turn, take 1,000 damage. Can't hurt, but by then you've normally won, or you can swing the game enough in your favor where it doesn't matter. Dark Contract with the Swamp King, you get 1 use out of it, and then it's pretty much your prime fodder for your big Deus Machine X. UXE. So a 1 Small World. Oh, Small World, Jesus. That's the one card I didn't run in the deck. So 1 for 1 there. Really good. Goes ham, gets your discard fodder, puts your Kepler straight on the board. Some games can even put your Necro Slime straight into the board, link it away, and then you've set yourself up there. Great. And as I said, I did not run the Small World. I think it just takes too many resources out of your hand. So what's the one resource that you've kind of got a lot of and you don't really care about? Puri Rees map. They ash it, they negate it in any way because they know it's 1 card starter. You do not have your life points. So that's pretty good. You can always pay it. You do have to sit there and tank in your standby phase a lot, and pretty much be like, am I going to use the map? Do I need to use the map? Shit, probably should use the map. But that's fine. You've got your standby phase to tank and stand by for action. But yeah, Puri Rees map. Your hand is like probably your most crucial resource in this deck. Second to life. Life points being the second one. So yeah, Puri Rees map, halve your life points. If you play smart, it doesn't even matter. 1 DD Headhunt for the trap, and you'll notice not the field spell because I was main decking the Dark Contract with the Eternal Darkness. I'm very glad I did. Flunderies in the tournament, Earth Machine, weird fusion decks, synchro decks as well, like Sword Soul and stuff. This card can just completely shut it down. If you can't play optimally and you can just make Machine X with Eternal Darkness, that can sometimes just do it up because you're pretty much sitting there stuffing them with Eternal Darkness until you need to pop it for your Machine X, and by then you've got the 1 suck up, and then which puts the second material on Machine X, and then you get your second one there. So 40 cards, nice trim 40. I see a lot of decks going over 40 cards, 43, 44, 46. I can understand why, but when this deck is literally gas or hand traps, That's another reason why I like it. There's no text, there's no nothing. It's been solved. Just trim the fat, cut it down, lean up. Reminds me I better get to the gym a bit later this Arvo. Onto the extra deck now, no surprises. 3 Gilgamesh. Best card ever. And if anyone ever gammers that, joke's on them. So 1-2 Flame Genghis and Big Boy Genghis. Fantastic. 1 Diarch, summoned it once, promptly lost me the game because of my monster placement. I ended up putting in the main monster zone, and then only after I ended my turn I was like, crap, I've got no space for Headhunt, which would have been really good because he chain blocked his way up to access code and I lost that game. Shout out Jordan, well played there buddy, you noticed it about the same time I did and you realised, you're stuffed, you bastard. Anyway, Synchros, Siegfried, beautiful card indeed. Great cosplay ideas. But Baron de Fleur as well. I could not think of playing this deck without Baron de Fleur. This thing, a lot of 3-card combos. You start with Baron before you get into anything good, and it can just turn off anything that stops your combos at a whim. Tagging into your big boys, like if you have to link off stuff to continue, and then you like put Siegfried in the grave, get standby phase, use the negate, just be like, sweet, see ya. And Siegfried comes back from the grave. So, great card. And then, obviously, the Exceeds, Caesar, as part of the combo, search for your dark contracts. Kingtail, spot of burn damage in time, which is always appreciated, as well as the being able to dump cards. That's great. We've got the Wave King Caesar there, the other anti-Nibiru card, which you can get out, but it's mostly there as follow-up. The 2 Machine X, this card does so much, it's incredible. This is the main reason why you play this deck, because 3k attack, 3k booty, slap it over the top of any of these like little guys once they've used their self. And yeah, great. And last one is a Zeus Switch. Could have come up once, but I was already Fiend locked, so yeah, couldn't. That didn't matter anyway. So yep, that's 15 card extra deck. Beautiful. So onto the side deck now. We've got Gammas, because if you're going second, you go hard on the hand traps. We're main decking, 11, 12 hand traps, and you can put yourself all the way up to 20 here if you really need to by siding out just the unnecessary stuff or the go first stuff. But yeah, Gamma package, double Lancia, which really helped because my semi-final match was against V-Dub, so yeah, still a good card, still a very good card. I put in triple token collector because I was scared of prank kids, adventure, all that sort of stuff, going ham. Didn't even come up till the finals, which we didn't even play. I rolled the dice and I lost. So, token collector. Yeah, your most useless spot, but again, glad I had it. I put the field spell in the side deck, extra deck. Right up to the side deck. Put the field spell on the side deck here. It's really great if you're going first. Some decks need to lock themselves out. You can force a win in time if they need to start comboing. They don't realize what this does, and they take the burn damage, and they're like, crap. 2 Forbidden Chalice. I didn't want to do... This deck already forces out enough, so I didn't really want to put droplets in, and again, waste my hand. Same reason I wasn't running Small World. But Chalice though, really good. Makes your big guys bigger if need to. Also negates your opponent's stuff as well. So yeah, just a good 1-for-1 card. And then I know I've heard discussion that people aren't playing back row removal, but in New Zealand, not everyone plays meta. So I put triple twin twisters in, because you need to take out a lot. You can afford like a 1 discard with like Typhon or something like that. In which case, twin twisters is fine. And like I said earlier in the video, really glad I ran it. There was a mind deck, first a Floodgate Eldritch. Oh my god. Main decking like goes in match, and they sided in like Imperial Iron Walls, and I was like, yeah, really getting me up there. And what was that? Another back row deck I versed as well, and I was just really great. I had twin twisters. would have come in clutch in the VW mirrors, in the VW matchup as well. You know, just pop those trap cards off just so I can just play uninterrupted, really. But yeah, that's all good. So thanks for sticking around, watching this deck profile. Deck performed fantastically. I might invest a bit more time into it instead of just sitting there looking at it and being like, should really play that deck a little more. But yeah, might practice this. What have we got? We've got there's a Win and OTS 18 box at Hamilton coming up soon. Card Merchant Hamilton. We've got regionals at Bay Dragon coming up. But even more importantly, before that, the big one that everyone's traveling to, the big one. That is going to be the Dunedin regional, hosted by Dice Jar Games. A lot of people traveling all over the show. Full flight coming from Auckland there. Heaps from Christchurch. Invercargill's in the mix now. Wellington. Even a couple of Palmy North players. It's going to be streamed by the great people at the Face Downs. So, yep, fantastic stuff. Hope to catch you there, and might see me on the old DDD bandwagon a bit longer, alright? Take care, guys. Ka kite. Thanks for sticking around. And thanks to the great work from like Pack and, like I said earlier, Jack Yu-Gi-Oh! For like really, you know, bringing this deck to the forefront and like showing us the way. Take care, guys. Ka kite. Catch you next time. Oh, I gotta press pause.